video a few days ago about the Sigma 50 to 100 f1.8 zoom lens, and I have to add some to that video, some things. So let's talk a little bit more about this. Hello everybody, my name is Attila Matej from Blue Sky Photography, and today I'd like to talk to you again about the lens Sigma 50 to 100 f1.8 zoom. Now, I have to tell you, I made a video one week ago or something about this lens, and I have to add some things because I've got an email from somebody, and he was asking about one of my statements in the video about the vibration reduction. So this video will be dedicated to discuss the vibration reduction in the lenses. Now I have to tell you from the beginning that I had a lot of lenses with vibration reduction and a lot of lenses without vibration reduction. So I can tell you that I have hands-on experience. I can say a lot of years of experience when I say that is it necessary or it's not. So obviously there are situations when vibration reduction is necessary, but there are situations when it's absolutely useless. So this is what we have to discuss now. First of all, if you are a videographer, then obviously you will need vibration reduction, especially if you are videoing, in a wedding or in any event, because if you do videos like I do, for YouTube or something like that, then you don't need it because the camera will be on the tripod anyway, so you don't need the vibration reduction. But if you are a videographer for events, weddings, birthdays, whatever, first communions, whatever, then obviously you will need it. On the other hand, if you use a long zoom lens like this one, the vibration reduction will be kind of useless again, even if you are a videographer. And I explain to you why. First of all, this lens, only this lens, it weighs 1.5 kilograms. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a pretty big man, and I can handle 1.5 kilograms, no problem. But add to this 1.5 kilograms the weight of the camera, and that will be like 2.5 kilograms. Now, if you have a small LED light on the top of the camera, that will be another 300-400 grams. So it's almost 3 kilograms in your hand. Now, if somebody wants to tell me that you are able to shoot on a wedding, for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours with this setup in your hand, I don't want to believe that. I'm a photographer, okay? I'm not a videographer, so I don't really have experience how you feel after 3-4 hours doing video in your hands, because doing video is different than doing photography. I mean, I'm a photographer. I take my camera, I do the picture, I leave it back on my shoulder, I take another picture, I leave it back, so I don't hold all the time in my hands. Unless you're a videographer, the camera will be all the time in your hand, and you have to keep it in your hand. So it's pretty difficult. I would say if you use a big lens like this one for video, even for video, you will have to use a monopod or a tripod, because you cannot hold it for a long time. But anyway, let's not talk about this too long. So let's just say that if you are a videographer, you will need vibration reduction. That's grand. Now, if you are a photographer, like I'm a photographer, do you need or not? Now, this is a very good question, because in some situations, even if you are a photographer, you will need. But most of the time, and I will say most of the time, it means like 80%, maybe more of the cases, it is useless. Period. And I explain to you why. Now, I'm on a wedding, okay? I do my pictures here, there. If I go with my shutter speed lower than 1/200 of a second, all my pictures will be blurry, even if it's vibration control in the lens. And I tell you why. Because 80% of my subject is moving. So if I go down with the shutter speed, even if the lens would control the vibration, what my hand causes, the subject is moving. So that's useless. Because of this problem, I cannot go lower with the shutter speed, like 1/250th of a second. And if you shoot with 1/250th of a second on a lens like this is 50 to 100, okay, let's say the angle of view is 150. So 1/250th of a second, it's more than enough even without vibration control. Now I tell you, if you are, okay, this question it was, what if you are a portrait photographer? This person who asked me the question, he's probably a portrait photographer. So he asked me, what if you are a portrait photographer? Okay, I answer to this as well. If you are a portrait photographer, you can use the vibration control, because then the subject is stationary, and you can ask them to stay tight, you know, not to move, and then you can do the shot even 1/30th of a second, or I don't know. They say 3-4 stops. I don't really believe that, and honestly, I had a good few lenses with vibration control, but neither of them was capable for 3-4 stops. But anyway, let's say that it's capable. So if you go down 3-4 stops, the shutter speed will be too low. So I don't know what to say. I think that even on a portrait photo shoot, you know, it's kind of, you can't go down so much, you know. You can go down 1 stop or maybe 1.5, but you can't shoot like 1/30th of a second. I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, let's say that portrait photographer needs the vibration control. But if you are a portrait photographer, why should I spend 3 times the money to buy a lens with vibration control if I can just bring a monopod with me? I mean, I'm a portrait photographer. Nobody is rushing me. Nobody is telling me, hurry up, hurry up. I mean, I can take the time, you know, I have all the times. I'm not in a hurry. So what's the problem then? I think that this vibration control thing, you know, it's blown up too much, you know. It's just a marketing strategy. I don't say that in some situations it's not good. In videography, you know, if you use the example, the small cameras, the Sony cameras, Sony a6000, Sony a6300, even Sony a7 or a7S or a7R or whichever for video, then it's a good idea to have vibration controlled lenses. But the problem is with Sony again, that if you want to use a zoom lens, this vibration control thing is not really good, because it's not really useful for you, because it's heavy. The lens is very heavy. I mean, look at the lenses, the G Master lenses. They are damn heavy. I mean, you can't really use it, you know. You have to put the camera on the monopod. You can't hold in your hands. For photography it's okay, but for videography I don't think you can hold in your hands that heavy lens for such a long time, you know. But anyway, if we say that even for videography you need the vibration control, I don't think so. But anyway, I would say the good idea to get vibration control lens is to buy vibration controlled prime lenses, which are really small. I mean, you can buy, the example, from Sony, for Sony a6000, you can buy the 50mm f1.8 for crop sensor, you know, and that's pretty small. That's actually just, I will show you, just 1 second, I'll show you. So that's the lens, 50mm f1.8. Now this is an excellent prime lens from Sony, and this is not expensive. It's like 250 euro. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. It's pretty affordable, and it's an excellent, good lens. Good image quality, excellent. Now, this lens has optical steady shot, how Sony calls it, you know. And this is small. If you put this lens on a Sony a6300 or Sony a6000, you can get great video with vibration control. That's completely fine. I say that is a good idea. Or if you have the 35mm f1.8, again, it has optical steady shot. That's a bit expensive. It's like 350 euros, something like that. But that's okay. You can buy. So if you buy vibration controlled lenses, buy prime lenses, small prime lenses, because that lens is useful to you. You can, if you are a videographer, we are talking about videography here. But if you are a photographer, I would say vibration control, 99% of the cases, it is useless. Everybody is talking about in YouTube, yes, but when you are in a low light situation, you can take the camera and go down with the shutter speed for 1/30th of a second. And what I'm shooting landscape. Freaking hell. I'm shooting people. People are moving. I really don't understand these people, you know. They just want to tell you to buy the thing, you know, without that's only marketing. If somebody doesn't agree with me, please explain to me. I'm not that type of person that what I think that's the truth and that's it. No, if I'm wrong, I admit that I'm wrong. But honestly, in the situations when it's a wedding or it's any event, you know, except landscapes, but if you are on landscape, again, they say for landscapes it's very good. When you are shooting landscapes in the evening, you shoot on a tripod. I mean, what the hell, you know? You don't need vibration control over there. I'd say the only situation where you would need it is with video, really, where you really need it. But now we were talking about the video, so I think that this lens, it doesn't have vibration control. That's not a disadvantage at all. I mean, in my case, and I will tell you honestly, if you don't agree, please leave a comment down below, and we discuss this in a professional manner, you know. But I think photographers, 80% of the photographers will not use the vibration control. If they will use only in a certain situation. Or they will say, oh, vibration control is on, but I still shoot with 1/300th of a second. Or 1/250th of a second. So what's the point then? Honestly, what's the point? There is no point. I think that this is only marketing strategy. This thing is made only, you know, just to make the lens more expensive. That's it. I think that if I want to shoot video with this lens, even if I would have vibration control, I could not use it because of the size of the lens. If you want to go small, then like I told you, you know, you can go with the Sony or any other mirrorless cameras. You know, you can go small and get some small prime lenses, and then the vibration control is real help for video. I'm talking about video. Anyway, I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I just wanted to add this to my first video, because in my first video I just briefly said, you know, that the vibration control is not a disadvantage to me, so I wanted to explain to you why it's not a disadvantage. If somebody doesn't agree with me, that's fine. We don't have to agree, or, you know, that's okay. Please explain to me, give me a comment down below, and we'll see. We discuss this, you know, in a professional manner, and I just want to help others, you know, because in these days people are just saying a lot of things on YouTube, and majority of them it's not true. But they will say, you know, they think that they are cool, you know, but that's only marketing. If you say something and you don't know what you're talking about, that's only marketing. That's not true. I mean, if somebody doesn't agree with me, please leave a comment down below, and I hope that you will have a nice day, and see you in the next video. Take care, guys. My knees are